Hey everyone, Tim Streifler here with Divi Life, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a pop-up video overlay with a animated call to action button just like Elegant Themes has on their website. We're going to do it using our product Divi Overlays. And so pop-up videos is something that you see a lot on websites all across the internet, but to have a call to action button underneath the video is huge. And this is something that Elegant Themes has been doing since the launch of Divi 3.0, and it's not something you see a lot, but I think it's something that you're going to see more and more because it's an absolute great marketing tool to have a call to action button that displays right underneath the product or service that you're promoting with the video. It's huge. And so you've seen this on the Elegant Themes website, not just on the Divi page, but throughout their website, on their blogs. They always have that call to action button. And Elegant Themes is a leader in terms of design and marketing. And it's a reason why Elegant Themes has made Divi the most popular WordPress theme in the world. And it's because of their brilliant marketing. And so if they're doing something like this, then chances are it works. And so I'm going to show you how to do it right now using Divi Overlays. And I'm actually giving away this layout here for Divi Overlays customers. And you can basically just import it as a Divi layout and use it, swap out your video, change the button, and use it on your website. So I'm going to show you that now. And then also in tomorrow's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to recreate this section here. We'll give you this section as a free layout as well with the animated button hover and the animated call to action button here. And so you can see it's identical to the Divi website here. And so we're breaking this up into two-part tutorials. The first one is intended for Divi Overlays customers to show you what you can do with Divi Overlays. And then part two tomorrow is to show you how to recreate this. And you don't have to own Divi Overlays in order to do it. And so to get started, the first thing you're going to do is log into your account. Again, if you purchase Divi Overlays, then you'll be able to download this layout. So once you log in, go down to the download section here. And you'll see the existing layouts that we have, Divi Overlays template layouts that you can use. And then the one we're using today is the ET pop-up video with call to action button. So you can just click this right here, and that will download the file to your local computer. And so we're going to come back to, actually I'm going to go ahead and unzip that now so it's ready to go. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to actually come over here to this site. This is the tutorial demo website, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do now. So the first step is to add a new tutorial. And so I'm just going to name this video 1. You can name it whatever you like. We're going to turn on the Divi Builder, and then we're going to import directly to the overlay edit screen here. This is important. You can't import the layout that you downloaded into the Divi library because it was exported directly from the overlay edit screen, so you need to import it directly to the overlay edit screen. So we're going to click the up and down arrow here, the portability icon, and then switch over to the import tab, click choose file, and then find that file that you just downloaded here. Click choose, and then click the import button, and then that will import very quickly. And we'll just wait a second for it to refresh the page here. And in a second, you should see the Divi overlay, the pop-up video with the call to action button here. So there's a couple things that tells you what it is, what each module is. So this is the video embed code, and it also includes the custom close button, and I'll talk about more about that in a second. And then this is the animated call to action button here. So this is a button module, so you can change the text just like you would any Divi button. And then this right here is the CSS code. And so the Divi overlay uses custom CSS. It adds the shadow effect behind the video. It's very subtle. It adds the animated, it adds the animation to the call to action button here, makes it grow every few seconds and change colors, as well as add the padding. And so that's all included there. And so that's important because you could either leave it here as is, and that's fine, or what you can do is you can copy it and move it over to a different section of your site. So if you're adding all of your custom CSS to a style sheet, you can copy and paste it over there. But one thing to be clear is you don't need to copy these style tags. You want to copy everything in between. And then once you do that, then you can completely remove this module, move it to your style sheet, or if you're using putting your custom CSS in the Divi theme options, custom CSS box, you can put it over there as well. Just make sure that you don't have the style tags on the top and bottom. That's only needed if you're going to keep it here in the builder. And for this tutorial, I'm just going to leave it there for now. And so a couple things that we need to do first before we set up the trigger on the actual page. The first thing is the overlay background color. So since that isn't saved in the layout, we have to add that here. So we want it to be white, and then we're going to bring down the opacity to 90% to make it look like the Elegant Themes website. Oops. Accidentally disabled the entire row here, or section. Okay, so the overlay background color is good. We can keep the overlay animation to the default, the fade and slide, but if we want it to look more like the Elegant Themes website, then we want to select the scale animation. And then the next thing we want to do is hide the main close button. So Divi Overlays by default adds a close button to the upper right hand corner, and it's nice and big. And so we just want to hide that because we have a custom close button, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. And so we can go ahead and we can publish this. So the first thing I'm going to do is just set it up just as is, and then I'm going to show you how to customize it. So so that's saved. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this CSS ID right here. So just copy that, and that's what we're going to use for the trigger. And we're going to go over to pages, and I already have a page set up, video test page here, just with some sample content for setting up the trigger. And again, in tomorrow's tutorial, the part 2 of this, we're going to show you how to link these up, and I'm going to give away this layout here, this recreation of the Divi website. But for today, we're just going to use a page. I just imported some predefined sections here that come in the Divi library, the predefined layout. And so I'm going to use this call to action button here to trigger the overlay. And so the button text, learn more, I'm just going to keep that default for now. And so if you're a user of Divi Overlays, then you know that to set up a click trigger, all you have to do is add the unique overlay ID to the CSS ID field of the module, and it can be any module. That's one way. We also have other ways to set up click triggers too, and that's found in the Divi Overlays documentation section of the site. We have some tutorials that show you how to set up click triggers in a different method. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. I've already published the page, so I'm just going to click Update here. And now I'm going to go ahead and view the page. And now when I click the Learn More button, it triggers that full screen video overlay with the call to action button underneath, just like the Elegant Themes website. It of course is responsive here as well. And we have that custom close button that's included there. But then of course you can click on the background as well, and that closes the overlay. So that's as simple as it is to use. Now I want to show you how to customize that a little bit. So I'm going to go over here back to the dashboard, go to the Divi overlay that I just set up, video 1, and I'm going to show you how to customize it. So it's very easy to do, but the video embed code is where you're going to swap out your video. Now, you want to make sure that you don't just copy and paste the YouTube video embed code as a whole, because we've added the autoplay tag, and that's what makes it autoplay as soon as the video pops up. And so instead, it's best just to copy and paste the code here. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that here. Let's go over to YouTube. I'm going to type in Divi Overlays, and I'm going to embed the Divi Overlays video. So I'm going to click Share, Embed, and so remember, we're not going to copy and paste the entire embed code because we already have the autoplay. So I'm just going to copy this right here. So everything after the embed dash doesn't want to select, and before the ending quotation. And I'm going to come back to my other browser here and just replace that there. Hit save, hit update. Just want to make sure. I'm going to go to my other browser here. For viewing it. And now that's the Divi Overlays video. So that's as easy as it is to switch out the YouTube video. Simple enough. And so now I'm going to go back to my Safari browser and show you how to edit the button here. So this is the Divi Overlays video, so I don't want to have the default Divi text here. So I'm going to say download Divi Overlays today. And then I can change, I already have the button linked to the Divi Overlays page, so you can change that there to link to whatever you want. Just like the normal button module, you can have the URL open in the same window or a new tab. And so that's good there. Okay, but what if you want to change the colors? So right now, this the colors is the Divi colors. It rotates through a few different colors here. And so I'm going to show you how you can change that. It's in the CSS code. And so it can be a little bit tricky to change the background there. So I'm going to go over here and find those keyframes. And so here is where you change the colors of that button that animates. And so you can see here it kind of cycles through as the animation progresses. So the start of it at 0%, it's this color, and then it cycles through and changes. And so that's where you're going to change the colors of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put in some random colors here just to make things simple. It's probably not going to look that great, but you'll get the idea of how to do this. So when you're adding in your own colors for the product that match the product or service or whatever you're promoting, you can see that there. So I'm going to hit save and hit update. And this is a live site, so it takes a little bit to save. All right, and I'm going to refresh this page here. And so now you can see the buttons are cycling through. And again, it's very ugly, does not look good, but just wanted to show you how to customize that so that we're good there. And that is it. That is how you can customize and import the pop-up video overlay with the call to action button using Divi Overlays. And so again, to download it, just log into your Divi Life My account, go over to downloads. You can find the files here. Just click here and directly download. You don't need to click over here to the product page. You can just click right here and download it directly. And so that's it. Stay tuned for the part 2 of this tutorial, which will show you how to recreate this section here, and you can download this as a layout in tomorrow's tutorial with the animated image hover effect for triggering the pop-up video, as well as the animated call to action here, which is very similar to the one on the overlay itself. It looks slightly different. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next tutorial. Bye-bye.